Good morning. Okay, I've been thinking about this for a little bit and I wanted to do my top 18 things from subscription boxes. And because I do get more than one every now and then, just not that often. But I realized all my favorites were from the Witch's Moon. So I decided to do my top 10 of Witch's Moon. And then I realized I couldn't narrow it down to 10. So I just decided to do all my favorites of 2018 from the Witch's Moon. And yes, I got my coffee and I'm going to try not to spill it because it seems like anytime I get on this video, I spill everything. But okay. Well, I've been subscribed to the Witch's Moon. My first box was in March. So I've gotten 10 boxes for 18. And my favorite, they sent us 2 sprays, which I love both. This is I call it the fire one. I forget the name of it. And this is the Come To Me. The label fell off. But as you see, I use them quite often, especially this one. I love the scent of it. I just love it. So we're going to start putting everything back on my altar over here, which is completely bare because it's a new year and I finally, after our little vacation, got around to cleaning it up. Okay, out of the 10 months, there are 5 of the oils that I absolutely love. The Heart of Gaia, and I do use these, some more than others. Freya, the Freya, the Fae. Oh, I love this one. And Speak to Me, which goes with that oil. I mean, that spray. And then my favorite, Spirit of Fire, which this is one that's down the most, if you can tell. I use that quite often. Okay, then statues. Who wouldn't love this statue? I've had so many people ask me about this when they come in my house or online, when they see my pictures. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Which, mine came broken. I told Witch's Moon, and they got me another one out like that. Awesome customer service. And then this little guy that we got in December, if I remember right. I get all the months mixed up. Sorry. And I love them. I love them. Okay, so up you go. And then the candle holder, which I love. And somehow I got this candle in it. Most of the time, and this is the one drawback I don't like, their candles do not fit in it. And this is this month's candle, but I got it to fit in. I was so happy. But yeah, I love it. The quality of it. This was one of the very first things I got. I remember that. Of course, I'm running into things. And then our little spirit box, which I have filled with all kinds of little goodies. In here, cords and all different kinds of things. And it changes up all the time. Now, of these favorites, these are things that I use all the time. And that was something that I was so pleasantly surprised, because when I started the Witch's Moon, I did not think I would use but like half of the stuff, but I use all of it, or almost all of it. The plate, the charging plate, and who cannot put these beautiful beads on their favorites list. I use them at least once a week. At least once a week. Because I just can't help it. Now this guy, I used it for my hat from the time I got him on my altar until winter started. And then I put him up. And he normally goes up on my wall. But he is about to find a new place on my altar again very soon because summer is coming again. And I cannot wait. Now, oh yeah, the wand. I have not used this very much because I've been so busy with the holidays and everything. I have not been able to do much with my craft, but I love it. I love the detail. And yes, it stays up there. And then my incense burner, which gets used almost daily. Palo Santo, sage bundles, which mine gets used quite often. Just came back from a trip and I just went through the whole house. It just seemed stale to me. And I had to sage the whole house all over and get my energies going back in here because I'm sensitive. And any little bit knocks my energies off. And it's something that since the day I got these, I have had them on my altar. And it's the roses, cedar roses, which I love. Look at this little sparkle. And each month I say, okay, I'm going to put them up for a little bit. And each month I put them right back on my altar. Just because it feels right. And then this came also. And this was part of the packaging. But I love this little guy. He is just absolutely gorgeous. All the veining in there. Okay. I love nature. Can't help it. And then the crystals. The crystals. Okay. I cannot pick just a few crystals. All of the ones I've gotten this month, I love. And look at the size of these. They're huge. The quartz. They're huge. And it's such a good variety. The red moss agate, the peacock ore, the clear quartz, the smoky quartz, emerald quartz, which I love me some emerald quartz. We got two different ones of amethyst. We got a cluster and a beautiful point. We got some moonstone, 2 pieces. And the hawk's eye, which I love this piece. It's raw. I normally prefer polished, but the energy off of this, I'm just loving. The meteorite. I mean, how cool was that? Not something I would buy because I wouldn't think of it. And then the sodalite. Okay, now my top 3 things. I have a love for books, and as you can see, I've got little tabs here. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, I've read this, I've used this, and really liked it. Anytime I get a book, almost 95% of the time, I'm happy because books carry so much information. And I love it. The Oracle deck. We got this for the same as the Shooting Star. These cards are gorgeous. And I use them all the time. I love the silver foil. I didn't think I wasn't sure after a little bit if I liked the silver foil, but I do. It just adds some sparkle. But I use these at least once a week. And my collection of Oracle and Tarot decks is slowly growing. I mean, I started out with 2 decks when I first got this box, and now I've got over 10. I don't plan on getting a ton, but there's so many out there I do like, and every month I end up getting 1 or 2. So I love these cards. Let's see. Sit up back there. And then my all-time favorite. Oh my God, I love this set. I made each one my own by adding my own herbs and crystals into it. And I cannot do anything about that bright light from the sun. But, okay, there. The sun is in control of the light, so I can't do anything about that. Sorry. Okay, there. But I love these inks, and I use them often. At the minimum, twice a week. So I use them for all my spells. I use them for my book of Shadows, and my grimoire, and for my spell book. So awesome. So a lot of people ask me, is it worth it to get the Witch's Moon? Because for me, it's $54 a month, and I pay for it myself. Yeah. I use everything. I use the posters, which I love, and I don't have any because they're all in my grimoire now. Only one I have out is the Witch's Alphabet, because I have it up where I can see it as I need it. Just the artwork in those are wonderful. But I use everything, and that's what shocks me. So everybody's like, are you going to keep getting it? And it's like, oh, hell yeah. I'm going to get it as long as I can. Next month I might have to take a break. I don't want to. I so don't want to. But I might not have a choice about it. If the funds aren't there, the funds aren't there. And we just got back from vacation, so I can't really complain. I'm not able to work, so. But I absolutely love my Witch's Moon subscription, and I'm going to get it as long as I can. And this coming year, I really want to look at some other subscriptions too. Not to replace the Witch's Moon, just to see what it got. Because I love exploring new things. And that's one thing I like about the Witch's Moon. They send me stuff that I would not normally have bought myself because I don't think of it. Oh, and I forgot the other, my necklace. I put it on the chain, a silver chain. I'm very sensitive to metals and everything, so I put it on a silver chain. But anyway, they open my eyes to different things. I don't always use things the way they say, and that's okay. I use it my way. I make it mine. And I think that is one of the main things they want. They want to open up your eyes and for you to use their stuff in your practice the way you want to. Make it your own. And it will always be the best magic. Blessed be everyone.